In this video, I'll be 100%ing Bendy and the Ink Machine, which was an inky adventure, and I'm sorry, I had to add ink in there somewhere, but we started with a casual playthrough to begin, so let's see how that went. We started chapter 1 by exploring around, where I found a radio, getting me an achievement. I then continued exploring, and after finding a few items and placing them on some pedestals, I got another achievement. And since I did that, the ink is back on, and Bendy decided to pay me a visit. Who fucking blocked it off? As you might have been able to tell, I didn't really like meeting Bendy, so I ran for the exit, but the floor caved in under me, but that gave me another achievement. While I was down there, I found the last audio log, getting me my last achievement for this chapter. Then we start chapter 2, where we have a musical puzzle that we have to solve, but after doing it, we unlock a secret door and get an achievement. We can now drain some ink and head down to the infirmary, where we found the last audio log and a former employee who did not want to give us a handle, so we had to send them off to, let's say, early retirement, getting us another 2 achievements. After this, we went to a back room and found the radio for this chapter, and you guessed it, giving me another achievement. Then on our way to leave, we get hit over the head and wake up to someone trying to sacrifice us to Bendy, so we need to run from him and survive, getting us our last achievement for chapter 2. And now we come into chapter 3, where I got quite a few achievements because we meet someone called Alice who wants us to do some jobs for her. But before we do them, I did some exploring and found the radio for chapter 3, getting me an achievement. But then we started doing some of the jobs, like finding some gears, collecting ink globs off of ink monster things, getting power cores from some panels, destroying Bendy's cardboard cutouts, and for each of them, we got an achievement. But then we had to protect Alice from enemies called the Butcher and go down to a maze to find some hearts, but we weren't alone. Luckily, I got out of there, and with both of those tasks, we got an achievement. And finally, I finished the chapter with the achievement Path of the Demon for the choice I made at the start of the chapter. Now we start off chapter 4 with a glitch, because the first audio log we grab gives us the achievement for collecting them all, even though I definitely saw more throughout this chapter. It is now time to have some fun at Bendy Lit! Bendy Hell! We start by playing the hammer game, where I got the achievement for hitting the bell at the top, and then we move on to Bottle Wallop, where I had to knock down all the bottles, which was harder than it should have been. Come on! Why did you have to land the right way? It's the last 3! This game is rigged. 1 every time. You know, I'll take it. I'll take having 1 extra knockdown. Not that it matters. Get a perfect score on Bottle Wallop. I'll take it. I'll take the achievement. And finally, Bullseye Bonanza, where I had to hit every target without missing, which was pretty easy. There we go, get a perfect score on Bullseye Bonanza. Let's go! After playing those mini games, it was time to change things up because we found an old ride, but it turns out we can't ride it because the park designer put himself inside of it. Did you put your... What did you do? So instead, we had a boss fight, but with a few swings from the axe, we easily defeated it and got 1 more achievement closer to the badge. Now, the reason we've actually been doing these games is to get enough power going to the haunted house so I can move on and get an achievement. We now move on to the last achievement for this chapter for finding Boris. What has she done to you, Boris? Boris, it's me! It's me, Boris! I got the achievement, found Boris, reunited. This ain't the Boris I know. Now we begin the final chapter where we go for a nice boat ride, but then we realize that there is a handsy doctor in the water. So we get the boat going as fast as it can go. But then we make it to the dock, making us safe from the hand and also getting us an achievement. Next, we found a maze with enemies wandering around, and while ducking into all the rooms, I ended up finding all the audio logs, getting me another achievement. Not soon after that, I found some ink blobs in the maze that I needed to turn into some pipes so I could drain a room, and for doing that, I got another achievement. And that was the final achievement for this chapter before the very end, where I beat Bendy and got the achievement for beating the main story. that's all, folks. So now we're up to date with my first playthrough. Now it's time to move on to the second playthrough and clean up the 32 achievements I missed. Also, if you are enjoying the video, please think about subscribing, because, I mean, look at Broccoli's face. You wouldn't want to make him sad, would you? Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So first, we had to find all the meatlies in all the chapters, which are hidden in rooms after doing certain things in those chapters. And I think we should be able to go through this wall. There we are. And there we go, man behind the curtain, visit the Meatly. Now I just beat the Butcher gang, so I should be able to go through here and have a little tea party. There you go, tea time, kicks back with Meatly. The door to the left here should now be unlocked. There we are, and we can go through the poster. And there we go, a Meatly. Ooh, barbecue. Can I have a sausage, Meatly? Okay, it should be right in here. There we go. Ooh, chocolates. I'll take that. Also, say hey to an old friend, and then also the Grand Puppeteer for finding all Meatlies. Next, there are bacon soups going to be found around every chapter, so we need to go and collect all of them. Me. And there we go. Canadian bacon. Collect all the bacon soup in chapter 2. There we go. Bring home the bacon. Collect all bacon soup in chapter 3. This time, we should have it. There we go, just like Mum used to make. Collect all the bacon soup in chapter 4. Oh no, it's over here. There we go, that's all of the bacon soup. No need for a spoon, and also Master of Bacon, collect all bacon soup in the game. Then we move on to collect the radios I missed in chapter 4 and 5. Okay, now we need to get the radio, so first we're gonna put the ink blob in, and then we need to come over here and choose that one. And then we turn it, and a radio should pop out. Yeah, and then we can listen to it. Now, finger wagon. Find the radio in chapter 4. And now I just get to sit here and boogie for a little bit. And here is there we go, the last radio. So find all hidden radios in game and find one for chapter 5. Let's go. And finally, for the collectibles, I grabbed the last audio logs I missed in chapter 3. And there we go. Listen to all audio logs in chapter 3 and listen to all audio logs in the game. With all the collectibles done, we can now focus on some random achievements, where we start with chapter 2, where I play the pipe organ 5 times. 5th time, getting me? There we go, Johnny's Broken Heart, play the pipe organ 5 times. And then the final achievement for chapter 2, where I have to use the projector 9 times and get all the seats filled before doing the music puzzle. And if I come over and do drum drum, we should get the achievement, I'm hoping. Yeah, there we go. Strike up the band, get all the bendies on stage. Then we move on to random achievements for chapter 3, where I have to get a bone from the room where we spawn and give it to Boris. Here you go. Oh my god, he loves it. Also, knick-knack, paddywhack, give the poor doggy a bone. There we go. Next, we have to interact with 25 bendy plushies, getting me the inner child achievement. Then we had to head down to the projectionist to turn a valve, draining an area, getting me a secret audio log and the long forgotten self achievement. And at the very end, I got the achievement for choosing the Alice path at the start of this chapter. I then had to go back and do another run to get the final 2 achievements for chapter 3. I should be able to grab the Tommy gun. Oh my god. Also, there we go. Blazing Metal Unleash the Tommy gun. Now this is where the second achievement that I didn't get last time is going to come in. And now that we have the Tommy gun, we shoot! Get him! Yes! Brought down the projectionist. Norman's fate. There we go. That's chapter 3 done. So, let's get out of here. Moving on to chapter 4, we went for a wild ride. Now, we're at the boss fight with this dude again, but this time, instead of hitting those, we want to just, you know, go for a little ride. Also, going to be sick, go for a little ride. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, I am gonna be sick. Jesus Christ. Okay, get out of it. Probably don't want to be in it when he smashes like that. We then took a photo. Jeez. There we go. A little souvenir. Take a photo at the photo cutout. And finally, beat Boris with a plunger. Okay, spewing, right? Hit him. There we go. Unlikely victory. Complete chapter 4 with the plunger. And finally, we came into chapter 5, where I had to fight waves of enemies. All I had to do was beat 45 in 3 minutes, getting me the aggression achievement. I then had to do the fight again, but this time I let Alice and Boris kill 100 enemies, getting me the gold bricking achievement. Then we make it through the maze 3 times without getting spotted, getting us the valued employee achievement, and that is the final one for chapter 5, meaning we only have 1 achievement left in the unknown chapter. Okay, here we are, the archives. I guess I'll quickly read this. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began with the developers / cartoonists known as the Meatly, experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer / friend Mike Mood, and released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. The Meatly and Mike Mood decided to drop all their other projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique Ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined. From their early thrown together versions, this archive is a peek behind the scenes at the process. Anyway, there is a spot for us to stand, so we stand here. And there we go, standing proud, find where you belong. And now if we go over to Steam, there we go, you've unlocked all achievements and I now have the badge. So the 100% for this game was actually quite fun. I enjoyed going around and finding all the little secrets and stuff that were hidden around. And I mean, there was only really one achievement that was annoying, which was dealing with you guys trying to get those damn ink things, those ink blobs. But yeah, I guess I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please think about liking and subscribing. It really does help me out. And if you want to see me do any certain 100%, let me know down in the comments what you might want to see. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. See ya.